Benedict, first of all, just talk us through a bit more how bad the numbers are in the UK, and will this plan B be enough to control them?
Well, how bad the numbers are in the UK is that we're getting 50,000 or so new cases of coronavirus per day. And that currently, and that was announced in the hastily arranged Prime Minister's conference yesterday, we have 568 Omicron cases. But so far, it is very clearly the Delta variant that is dominant. But the fear of the top scientific and medical experts is that quite quickly, given the very worrying 2 to 3 days of doubling rates, that this could escalate extremely quickly and that Omicron could in fact become the dominant variant. So we have these Plan B restrictions in England, certainly, that are going to be reintroduced in England. Guidance from working from home from Monday, the 13th of December, face masks to be worn in more public venues, including cinemas and theatres, from tomorrow, Friday, the 10th of December. And more controversially, COVID passes proving vaccination or a negative test will be required at nightclubs and venues with large crowds. And that is obviously going to be a severe blow for a hospitality industry that's been under huge pressure and that only has just got started again.
Now, Benedict, there's also been some speculation that Boris Johnson is just throwing this Plan B, as it's known, out there now to cover up for scandal, not just the Partygate scandal, but for others as well.
Yes, so the Partygate, as it's being called, is the massive political, and across the country, it has to be said, that is the big topic. There is real cut through what was thought to be first in the Westminster bubble, so just a Westminster story, and has been headlines for over 8 to 9 days, is a particular alleged Christmas party that was given almost a year ago on the 18th of December 2020 in Downing Street. Why is that important? Because at the time, there were very severe restrictions on banning indoor gatherings or Christmas parties. And, you know, if you want a population to follow your lead, then you must lead by example. So questions of credibility, moral authority, leadership are being asked very much of Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister himself. And when you talk about cover-up, that is indeed one of the accusations. The Labour leader, Keir Starmer, saying to the Prime Minister during Prime Minister's questions yesterday in a very rowdy House of Commons, including, it has to be said, Tory backbenchers unhappy with their leader, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, about this controversial video that emerged, whereas Downing Street was denying the existence of a Christmas party on the 18th of December in Downing Street, there was this a few days later, mock press conference preparing for future press conferences of Allegra Stratton, who has since resigned, and mocking, if you will, or seeming to mock, rules that the population was expected, severe restrictions and confinement that the population was expected to comply with. So that it again feeds that perception, which some say is a reality, that there is one rule for the government and another for the population. And indeed, Labour Keir Starmer was saying that the Prime Minister and the government are taking people for fools. So now there is a widening in the investigation. It's not just the 18th of December Christmas party, but apparently other gatherings like the 27th of November in Downing Street, the 10th of December at the Department of Education, and the 18th of December in Downing Street that are going to be investigated. The timeline and results we don't have, but it is being investigated. And if results are serious, there will be consequences, says the Prime Minister.
All right, Benedict, thanks for that. Bénédicte Paviot there reporting for us from London.